Hey, it's video number 2, and I thought we would start with what is diabetes? I mean, what is this thing that everybody keeps talking about? And so, I mean, there's tons of literature and books and websites and, a chart, and I mean, there's so much out there, and none of it really, really gives you a good idea of what is diabetes. I mean, I even went on a Google search asking the question, looking for a good definition, and came up with lots of crazy definitions. And there's a lot they don't know about this disease, but I'm going to try and share with you what they do. Being diagnosed has kind of shown me how much medicine is still a practice. But anyways, so Wikipedia had the best definition so far, and that says diabetes mellitus, often simply referred to as diabetes, is a group of metabolic diseases in which a person has high blood sugar, either because the body does not produce enough insulin or because cells do not respond to the insulin that is being produced. That's good. That's what's going on. So it's all about insulin. And what is insulin? Well, insulin is a hormone that is produced in the pancreas by the islets of Langerhans or Langerhans or Longer. I don't know how you say it. But this hormone regulates the amount of glucose in your blood. Okay, so what does insulin actually do? Well, for that, we kind of have to step back all the way to like biology class. When you were learning about food and how your body gets nourished. And if you remember, basically all foods break down to 3 different groups. You've either got a fat, a protein, or a carbohydrate. And so we're going to focus on carbohydrates right now. And carbohydrates are also sugars, and they're everything from rice to like cake to like broccoli and asparagus. All of these things are carbs, and all of these things break down into different types of sugars. And so when you digest them and they go through your system, they break down into glucose. And glucose are these tiny, 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 tiny molecules that then basically go into your bloodstream from your digestive tract. And these travel around in your bloodstream, and they get scooped up into cells, and these cells, use them. And that's how your body gets fueled. Now, where insulin comes in is insulin, it says, is the principal control signal, basically telling your cells to take all of that glucose in your bloodstream and put it into your muscles or put it into your liver. Where it can actually be used. And so I read somewhere that your body checks your blood sugar level every 7 seconds. That's pretty amazing. I check mine like 5 times a day. But you check yours every 7 seconds, miraculously. And so basically, your body checks itself. It says, there's a lot of sugar in the bloodstream, so let's trigger down to the islets of Langerhans and the pancreas, and then they produce this hormone, this protein that goes out called insulin, and this insulin tells your cells then to take the glucose out of your blood and put it into your muscles or your liver, and where it can be used. All right, so it's pretty great. Works super duper well. So what's the difference between you and me? Well, basically my pancreas, my islets don't produce any insulin anymore. So something has shifted, and they don't know why. They don't have an answer for that, but my body no longer produces the insulin necessary to properly digest your food, basically, and get the nourishment you need. So what does that mean? Well, since my body's not sending any insulin out to the rest of myself, all that sugar, all that glucose in your bloodstream just starts to like accumulate and build up and build up and build up. And It was one time described to me as if the effect of having so much sugar in your veins and arteries is the same as if you had pipes in a house and you threw like acid down them. It's going to corrode and do damage to the walls of those pipes. And basically, high blood sugar does the same thing. So the body actually then, sorry, that was my phone. So the body then tries to get rid of this naturally, actually. It tries to process out all that sugar the best way it knows how, which is the kidneys, with a process called polyuria, and that basically means frequent urination. So because there's so much stuff traveling through your bloodstream, it basically says, okay, let's go, and so you pee it all out and try to get rid of all that sugar that way. It's somewhat effective and definitely kept me alive for a good long time before I figured out that I was diabetic and needed insulin. But yeah. So anyways, so as it says in Wikipedia, I hope that kind of helps explain, but one more time. Diabetes is a group of metabolic diseases in which a person has high blood sugar, either because the body does not produce enough insulin, like me, or because the cells do not respond to the insulin that is being produced. All right, so that's a start. Do send me your questions, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.